One of your soul guides, Linda Krause Barnett.
And I am your other soul guide, Patricia Rivera Wolfson. And today we are going to tell you why we call ourselves soul guides and what does that mean for you. This looks good.
It looks good. I like it.
Okay. We introduce ourselves on each episode as your soul guides. And so today I want to take the opportunity to really define what that means. And one of the reasons that we call ourselves your soul guides is because we are here to walk alongside you on your journey. And so if you need assistance to find these groups, if you feel disconnected and you want to know how to feel more connected, whatever it is that you want, if you are one of our soul seekers, if you follow us, if you're here for the first time, we mean it when we say soul guides, because if you reach out, if you contact us, if you connect with us, we will do everything we can to put you on the path, in the right hands, in the group that you need, and we can help you. So we don't just introduce ourselves as that, because it sounds good, although
it's
it does.
fancy.
Yeah, we really want you to know that we are here to support you and help you and encourage you in any way that we can. So if you're feeling like this triggers you, or it makes you feel like you've just moved, or you're alone, whatever your personal situation is, reach out to Trish or myself, or put us on the comments, and we will support you. That is why we are here.
Absolutely. We thought soul guide was a cute, title, but it was also, we really put a lot of thought into it because, we're not like, like soul gurus, or we're not like, but we are guides because we want you to be able to reconnect with your soul and what lights you up. And sometimes we need a little help and a little direction in recognizing the signs that our inner guidance is already giving to us. And I think that's one of the things that both Linda and I both do in our own way really well, is help the people that we meet find their own connection to their soul, connect people to their own inner GPS. And I use that a lot in what I talk about in my business, but it's really true. Like, your own inner GPS system is functioning. It's just that most of the time we ignore it. And so what Linda and I like to do for people is we like to help you, click back in, recalibrate back to that inner GPS. Hold on a second. I have a little something.
Yeah. And the thing is, sometimes you have just stopped listening to yourself for so long that you don't know how. You kind of forget how to reconnect to you. You forget that the answers are inside of you. So you just need a little guidance or a little help to say, okay, I'm not liking the way things are. Things aren't working the way they are. And, sometimes all you need when you look for help on the outside is someone to turn you back around towards yourself and say, hey, I'm here. I've got you. You're safe. But take a look inside. It's not a matter of them providing you with the answers as much as it is them showing you that the answers are inside of you, and then also giving you some sort of love and support and security to know that if that feels scary, that they've got a hold of you and that you're going to be okay. I think that's really what it means to coach or to guide someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody should be telling you what to do and how to do it. Sure, in terms of business, there's certain strategies that you can take, but even in business, even in math, thanks Common Core, there's always a million ways to solve the problem. There's a million ways to get to the final answer. And it is up to you to decide which path feels best, right? And
Absolutely.
I've been doing a lot of Common Core math. And the funny thing is, and this is going to, I'm probably an unpopular opinion, but for me, the Common Core has actually worked, because when I was and for me personally, when I was in school, math was a tough subject for me. It wasn't something that came easily to me at all. Of course, my children, thank goodness, they got their math brain from their father, so they're good. But I still help them. But I'm the one that's home, so they're like, Mom, help me. And I'm like, okay, luckily it's only 2nd, 4th, and 6th grade math. But still, But because of how I've seen
math is pretty sophisticated from my experience.
Especially for me.
I'm like, this might be it. You might have to graduate after 6th grade to someone else because I'm not sure.
I know.
You
gotta get those online tutors.
I don't know, like back then what we did in 6th grade, it's like
9th grade.
2nd grade,
I know.
Yeah, but you're right. It's more than one way to do things. It's not like if you don't do it this way, then you can't do it at all and you'll never learn it.
Exactly. Well, that's what helped me, because then I saw how they kind of separated numbers in a different way. And it was like, it worked for me. All of a sudden, I understood certain mathematical concepts in a way that I hadn't. Now, I also think that 20 years of experience working, like with money and stuff also helped. But I came to realize through my own experience and through helping the kids with math, it's like, oh, I can do it either by grouping this and doing that, or I can do it this way. And the same is true for how you live your life. You may see your neighbor who has always known what they wanted to do. And Linda and I have talked about this, and, basically from the womb, they knew what college they were going to go to, and they did that path. And right out of school, they got a job, and they've been working a solid 25 years in whatever chosen career, and they just seem to have it all figured out. And you look at them and you're like, man, I'm a mess, right? And there's other people who have literally had every job under the sun, and they seemed really lost along the way. And then suddenly they hit something, and the something that they hit is an accumulation of all of the things they learned and all of the tasks that they have acquired through their life, all of their experiences, and they find the perfect little, passion, the perfect little job, or they suddenly feel that they found their mission. And because of all the things that they've done, they're able to apply all those things to that whatever thing.
I can't tell you how many times I have felt like, you go from the movie business to teaching, it seems incongruent. It doesn't seem to make sense, and it's like how many times I've had odds and end jobs or I've changed careers, and I'm like, and most of the people in my life, because that's what I have attracted, many, many people in my life were exactly as you described. They were like born, they knew what they wanted, and they've been doing it ever since. So in contrast, I did feel like so insecure about, I'm just a hot mess. I don't have a plan. I don't, but what I always think about is like the big pan out. I always wish that we had this ability to pan out and to go above. That's why I talk about the clouds all the time, because it's like if you could get outside of you and look at you from above, from the side, just anywhere but separate yourself and look at the situation and pan out and pan out and pan out. You're like, okay, I'm going to need this in 2 years to do exactly what I want to do. And I need to acquire this along the way. Gotcha. Then it becomes like a roadmap. And then you're like, oh, I need this from here and this from here and this from here, because the treasure is up here on the X. So I'm just traveling along my path, collecting my little tools so that when I get to my treasure, I'll be able to dig it up. But we don't pan out. And so we're just stand on the map like, I'm not moving because I don't know why I'm here. And
I don't know where
you just see the one dot, but no, you're headed somewhere. You just need to grab this along the way because it's going to serve you as you move along.
Absolutely. And it's tough to see it when you're in the thick of it. It's really tough to see.
Yep.
But, I always use a video game as one of the examples I use, all the time, right? And each level of the video game, you have to acquire certain tools, and you need to pick up the hammer, and you need to get the clock, and you need to grab the compass, and then you're able to defeat that level, and you go to the next level. And so
Dora the Explorer. Right? Dora the Explorer.
Exactly. So each level brings you a new set of skills and new challenges, and you have to defeat this, and you have to defeat that, and then you've grown stronger, and your health increases, and your resilience increases, and your knowledge increases. And you can see it in a video game. It makes perfect sense. But when we're living it, we're like, well, I'm not just some avatar. Well, you kind of are, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
But that's how we are living our lives. And if we understood that everything that's happening right now is part of that these obstacles or challenges that we're facing, it is just a training ground for what we need to do to evolve to the next level. That's it. It's a training ground, right? Like everybody needs to train. If you've chosen a job, you have to go through training. If you're going to become a firefighter, you have to train. You don't just go and fight a fire. I mean, I don't know, but I think they train firefighters.
Yeah.
You don't just go into the fire and start shooting water.
They train their body, they train their mind, they train their skills. There's, you're a package deal. And so you're training different parts of you to accomplish your mission, your purpose.
And the thing that I always like to use as an example is that the training of a firefighter and the training of a florist is two completely different types of training, but it is still the mission of that person. So that's why we can't look at other people necessarily and see the training ground that they have gone through and judge ourselves for either doing it or not doing it in the same way. Because the firefighter's training is going to be very different, like I said, from the florist, very different from the baker, very different from the TV star. And each one is important because that mission that they're on is how they shine their light in the world. Let me repeat that. If you're watching, whatever your passion is, whatever it is, that is how you shine your light into the world. And you need to follow that light and that path to get you to where you need to be, because you are the contribution to the planet. What you have to offer is your contribution
100%.
to the universe. So yeah, wow, that felt good.
We are so glad that you are here. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go to youtube.com/soulseekerstv. Join us. We do this every week, and we have so much content that can help you on your path. Like us and click the little bell so you get our notifications. And for those of you who are feeling stuck, who might not feel like you are on any given path, I'll also post the link to my private Facebook group where I am doing a reboot challenge on the 25th through the 29th, and I can help you kind of start your reboot. So please join me. Yeah, you'll be there, and everybody will be there.
I think anybody, right now everybody needs a reboot. So I think it's a good time.
The planet's rebooting. Why shouldn't we, right?
I think so too. And you can it can be a reboot in anything. It can be in one particular part of your life that you're just this is feeling stagnant right now. Like right now I'm going through a shift in my career outside of Soul Seekers. But Linda and I have been talking a lot about this, and in her sort of reboot structure, I've, kind of been listening to her and implementing almost subconsciously the things that she's talked to me about. And suddenly I had a little bit of a breakthrough as to what I want to focus on in my own personal business, also together with Soul Seekers. But, if you're looking for that breakthrough to just get out of that stuckness or that feeling of stagnation, then definitely join Linda's Reboot program, and we'll put the link there. And subscribe to our channel, which I think we already said.
And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have content that you're not going to want to miss. And we have lots of content already in there. Money, health, business, finance, pretty much anything you're looking for, you can find inside of our group. So once you're inside and you subscribe, you get the whole kit and caboodle.
You get it all. You get all of this.
We got to write a song. We got to write a Soul Seekers theme. We need a theme song.
Oh, I think we can do
our own
that.
Song.
I like that.
Maybe
we'll do that. Okay. All right, everyone.
All right. We love you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.